Tonight, new evidence that the economy continues to show resilience despite higher interest rates and so many high-tech layoffs. The economy grew almost 3% at the end of last year, so is a recession off the table? Here's Tom Costello.
It's the economy that just keeps on kicking. Americans were still spending heavily at the end of 2022, helping to drive an annual GDP rate of 2.9%, better than expected. And more good news, lower than expected weekly jobless claims. The unemployment rate remains at a 50-year low, but the economy is slowing.
I think we're living in two worlds. We're living in the world of the present, which has pretty strong economic growth right now. We're living in the future, which is a future of a really lackluster, lame forecast of a stalling economy.
In Virginia today, President Biden was highlighting the good news.
And wages are up, and they're growing faster than inflation.
But the solid stats come even as the Federal Reserve has made borrowing more expensive, hiking interest rates 7 times to tame inflation. While inflation is cooling, IBM and Dow are among the latest companies to announce layoffs, even as Walmart raises its minimum wage by $2 to keep workers. In Chicago, Elaine Fry's Luft Balloon Party Store's profits tripled during the pandemic. But the future is looking more unpredictable.
I'm optimistic. I will say, though, that I didn't sign a 5-year lease on our retail space to really understand what's happening. I signed a 1-year lease.
The concern from Main Street to Wall Street, recession.
This is going to be a mild correction as opposed to deep and dark.
If the Fed keeps hiking rates, the economy could go negative.
I think that if you're pandemic proof, you're going to figure out a way to be recession proof.
The Fed is expected to raise interest rates another quarter point next week. Some economists worry future GDP numbers could go negative if the economy slips into a recession sometime this year. Lester?
All right, Tom Costello, thank you. Also this evening, NASA is calling it a very close encounter for Earth. An asteroid about the size of a delivery truck passing within 2,200 miles of the Earth's surface this evening over South America's southern edge. Scientists calling it one of the closest approaches to Earth ever recorded.